Hey, and welcome to the balcony. Today we're doing a very simple tutorial on how to plant, and this might not be for my regular viewers, but for those of you who are new to planting and would like to know the basics of how to plant. All you're going to need is 4 simple items: your planting pot, the water, the chosen plant, and the soil. And we're going to start off by taking the planting pot and filling it up with soil. And you're going to fill the planting pot up halfway. And we're going to be using this soil to create a mound in the middle of the planting pot. And just using our hand, we're going to create this hill, and that's going to allow the plant to sit directly on top of this mound. So taking your plant, gently place the root systems on top of the mound. And I'm using a strawberry plant for today's purpose. And as you can tell, the pot is adequate for the size of the plant, and the larger the pot you use, the larger the plant will produce. So then we're going to go ahead and fill up the remainder of the pot with the planting soil, and I'm going to put a little bit of the existing soil that was in the pot that the strawberry was in. That way the plant would be familiar to the soil and it'll have a better chance of rooting out. Then we're going to fill the remainder of the pot up with my existing planting mix, and we're going to fill it up to the brim of the container or higher. That way when we add the water, the soil level will drop and it will be right at the top of the container. And once the soil is applied, you can give it a slight bit of pressure to compact the soil a bit, and the amount of pressure you want to apply is about the amount that you'd press down on the bottom of your eye. So if you take your finger and press the bottom of your eye very gently, just like I'm doing now, that's the amount of pressure you want to apply to the soil, and that'll allow the roots not to be compressed too much. And then we're going to apply some water. So gently trickling some water around the edge of the plant. That will allow the roots to stay moistened and give them a good start in rooting out into the soil. And once we've applied a little bit of water, you can use the same potting mix you have, or use a little bit of mulch or dry soil, and that will ensure that the soil stays dry, in turn keeping the roots moist. So I'm using an all organic mix, but you certainly don't have to. My mix is organic potting mix mixed with some worm castings and some peat moss. So once we have the soil completely filling the pot right up to the top, we can level it out and finish it off by adding a little bit of water, and that will also help get any of the remaining soil or fertilizer off the foliage of the plant, allowing for no burn spots. And so once we give it a final drink, we can put it in a nice sunny area, making sure it gets some full sun, and we're finished. And it really is that simple. So there's the final product, and hopefully you guys have some nice food growing as well. I want to thank you guys for joining us on the balcony today. Be sure to subscribe, leave some comments, and come back soon. Thanks for visiting. See you next time.